Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Michelin Pilot Power 3 tire available at RevZilla.com. So new for 2013, the Pilot Power 3 is a nice upgrade in the line and really a replacement for the Michelin Pilot Power Pure, which used to be the 8515 street to track day tire. The Pilot Power 3 is going to sit as the big brother of the Michelin Pilot Power 2CT. It's still using dual compound technology, but some of the big changes are now in the rear. They've changed the way the dual compound is laid out, and it's actually using Michelin 2CT Plus technology, which is going to offer better straight line acceleration, but really better longevity. And there are a few key changes even in the way the tire is laid out that are going to add to that great wet grip, great dry grip, great and improved linear acceleration. But again, the way they're doing this tire, they're knowing that a hypersport rider on a 17-inch rim on the sport bike class is going to take this to the track every once in a while and be able to get faster lap times and better performance out of the Pilot Power 3. So if we look at it with regard to some of those changes, first thing you're going to note is the tread pattern. You know, in the Pilot Power Pure, it was this fountain-like tread pattern that had longitudinal grooves going down the center line of the tire. Well, when you start putting grooves on your contact patch for straight line acceleration, even on a harder compound, on a dual compound tire, it's not going to give you as much rubber on the road, and that's going to lead to it's less optimized than it could be. So what they've done here with the PP3 is they've now gone to an angular tread pattern, and as you can see it on both tires, it's laid out on both transitions to really aid in wet grip traction, but they've tried to get some of those grooves away from the center line, and then if we look at it on both tires, especially here on the rear, the tire becomes slick again as you get into the sidewall. So at lean angles in that 30, 40 plus degree range, you're now optimized for grip. And on the front tire, they actually optimize the tire so that it's going to be great under braking, and the rear tire getting even more contact patch when you're in hardcore lean angles out here towards the sidewall. Now it's still dual compound, and the front is a similar dual compound 2CT that we saw in other models using 2CT technology, but the layout's going to be different. Whereas in the past, you saw maybe the Michelin Pilot Power Pure or the Michelin Pilot Power 2CT using an 80% down the middle and 10% on each sidewall layout for the harder compound and the softer compound. Both of these tires now use 50% down the middle with the harder compound, and now you're going to have 25% of softer compound into the sidewalls. The cool part about the rear using the 2CT technology is that the 50% harder band down the middle actually on the carcass underpins the outer shoulders. So now on the 25% softer transitional panel here toward the outside of the sidewall where it gets slick again, underneath that you're going to have the harder compound, which allows for better stability, and it's not quite as soft as you would expect it to be. So you're getting the grip, but you're getting that stability for quicker lean in, better responsive tire at high speed. Remember, on the track, by utilizing that compound in a more spread out way, and you're kind of banding on top of it with your softer compound. So thinking back to the Pilot Power Pure, and we really think of this as the replacement in the line for the Pilot Power Pure, again at that 8515 mark, they're stealing a lot of the profile, a lot of the things that people and riders really loved about the Michelin Pilot Power 2CT, which again, at this point in the game, is a slight step down from this tire. We think that moving forward, most people are going to look at these key differences, look at the longevity, the better handling, increases in performance, and really look at that difference between an 8020 or an 8515 and probably gravitate towards the incremental increase in cost, the incremental slightly more investment to get a longer wearing tire that still has a lot of the same feel and control properties that we see really pioneered with the 2CT technology before the 2CT Plus was on the mix. And that's really with that Michelin Pilot 2CT tire that again is going to stay in the line. So love to hear your gut reaction on the Michelin PP3, on that Pilot Power 3. Leave us your comments, your questions on our YouTube channel at RevZilla TV. If you want to talk tires with any of us, if you want to hear more about our experience, again, we're getting this early in the season. We're starting to utilize it on some of our bikes, and we're really going to be excited to see how it performs and if it stands up to the test of Michelin claiming you're going to get 20% better tread life out of this tire, even in aggressive riding scenarios. Shoot us a line, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. You can buy the Michelin PP3 or Pilot Power 3 right now at RevZilla.com. Click the link on this page. Find it at RevZilla.com/Michelin. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.